Hey guys, this is JD. How are you today? I just want to sit there. Welcome to my channel. Thank you. First, before we get started, I'd like you to like this video, share this video, and since I'm going to repurpose this video, I want you to, for YouTube, I want you to hit the little bell down there and don't forget to subscribe somewhere down there that you can receive more content. And if you're on Facebook, add me to your friends page so you can get some more quality content as this so we can help you onto your financial stability. Okay? Great. Let's get started. Okay, what we are talking about is something that affects us all, and it's our financial education. Think about when you went to school, you learned the ABCs, you learned the 1, 2, 3s, but you didn't really learn too much about financing. I'm sure that I remember in the class, maybe around 6th, 7th grade, they taught us how to write checks and taught us how to balance a checkbook because they felt that was important. Nowhere near did they tell us about credit. You see these things in the mail. Back when I was younger, it was buy so much music on a CD or a tape or something like that, and we'll give you credit for this. So you didn't really understand what credit was, and then when you wanted to do something, when you were a little older, there was, oh, let's go buy a ring at a jewelry store, and you bought the cheapest little thing, and you had payments because they said that was going to help you do credit. But no one really taught you about credit because that was the only way you knew how to establish credit. So you were kind of stuck when it came time when you were older and you needed transportation or you needed to apply for a home or something. They said, well, how's your credit? You're like, I don't know. And then you were at the will of them telling you what to do because you never took the time to establish yourself and to try to work on your credit. So this is one of those things that we need to teach you what to do and how to do it. Okay? So with this opportunity that I have, it will allow you to work on those certain skills that you are lacking. It is a financial education program that will totally open your eyes to a lot of different things that you never thought of. If you're wondering why you were getting rejected because your credit score was so low when you couldn't get a home, nowadays, even to get jobs, sometimes it's all about credit. Cash used to be king. Now, when you flashed a lot of cash and everything and said, I have this or my dad owns that, that's great. But that doesn't show established credit. And I've had that happen one time, and I've had people at car lots tell me this. They say, yeah, if you come in here, you might have $20,000 to put down on the car paid off. And so you paid the vehicle off, but you didn't establish credit. You didn't establish showing a paper trail where somebody could follow you and saying, hey, at this particular month, he made this payment. At this month, he made this payment. None of that happened. So it's like you can have money, a whole lot of money, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have a whole lot of good credit. A credit is a paper trail that basically shows the credit world, the three entities, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, to let them know that they can trust you and that you're a trustworthy person, that you can pay things back. It does not matter how much money, it doesn't matter how nice you are or how evil you are, or it doesn't affect any of that. It affects who you are as a person in our commerce, in our capitalistic society, and that's where we are. And I'm kind of glad we have a capitalistic society because we have a chance to better ourselves. If we were just all common, there would be no room for improvement and we would be miserable. So some of us are miserable right now, so we can get you out of that misery and everything. So there's no need to worry. You do have help on the horizon. It's just you have to work at it. And what I'm talking about is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Not in the least. It is never a get-rich-quick scheme. The only way you get rich quick that fast is hitting the lottery or discovering some cure or something like that, or, like I said, scratching some ticket, or maybe going to Vegas and really honing in on that, and all these riches, come up from some casino or something that's already happened. And anyone that works hard at this can make the money they need. And we need to understand this. It's not, oh my gosh, at some point, like our old president said, at some point you make too much money No, no, no. It's not that you've made too much money. We want to have money that's going to last. Because our concept is that we have something that's called income shifting. We want to have you make money during your working years so you can have something. You go to work, we want you to have something after. Because if you're working, think about how much you're getting taxed. A third of your income is already taxed. You're making 50 grand a year. I mean, let's give a round medium. You're at that halfway point of being a six-figure income. Let's say you manage to land a job. It's 50K a year. Like, oh my gosh, I'm making 50K. And you got to think about your bills and everything are going to be based off of what your 50K is. But you're getting taxed a third of that income. You get what I'm saying? So that 50K is no longer 50K. You know, after you've been taxed and take into account how much money they take out per month, your 50K quickly comes down to about $36,000. And you were thinking, oh my gosh, where'd the 14 grand go? Because 36 plus the 4, okay, that's 40,000. Then that extra 10, there's your 50. But you're really only making 36,000. And then you got bills that were dependent on you making that 50. And you're like, oh my gosh, think about how much you're being taxed. You know, an average person making, I'm not sure how much per hour, but they get a $2,000, 20-something $100 check, and they're being taxed, you know, 300 federal, about 147 state. You know, then basically that 2,000, that 22 or $2,300 check, or you know, comes down to only about 1,800 bucks, and you're like, dang, that kind of sucks. You don't want that. You want it to be where the federal government right at the bat, they see that you're making that 2,200. But the thing is, because of our income shifting, what we're talking about, and when you become part of the home-based business, you have a lot of different perks. The perks we're talking about is when you start using what this is how the wealthy get wealthy, because they get to have a lot of write-offs. When you become part of a home-based business, you're able to write some things off. So it takes you from making that 2,200 to where because that money comes off the top, and they only see you making the 1,800. Therefore, you get all your money back. Not all your money back, but you get about almost 300 bucks. 300 bucks back, so about 285. So instead of an $1,800 check, you'll be getting a $2,100 check, almost $2,200 check out of that. And you're like, how can they do that? It's income shifting, not to be confused with something that's shifty. It is something that you can do, and we welcome people to look this up and do this on their own. You can totally look at the U.S. Tax laws, and we tell you to Google, since everyone believes in Google. Google your whatever year that you're watching this, year's taxes. We happen to be watching this in 2019 right now, so 2019 is not over for us as of yet, as of the date of me doing this video. So you would Google 2018 W4, and then you will see 2018 W4 worksheet, and you will see how the 2018 W4 worksheet works. And you totally can figure that out. All you have to do is take time and read. But as with anything, a lot of people are in this world of fast, wanting things fast, wanting information fast, wanting to get things fast. So what we do is we have a service that we provide that for you. Now, here's the service. Now I'm introducing MyEcon. MyEcon is a 13-year debt-free organization right out of Atlanta, Georgia, and they help people with financial education. You have a team of people that used to be with the IRS, other lawyers and things, people that were totally bridged and have knowledge of tax laws that are helping educate people on their wealth, on what they should do to attain their wealth and how to gain residual income. With residual income becomes generational wealth. Because think about it, you have residual bills that happen every month. Water, electricity, gas. So why not have a residual income that happens to cover it? So that's what we want you to do. That's all part of that. Once we start getting that extra money um, that's laid on the table, that has been moved down from the taxes that we're talking about, we'll put more tax in your hand. You take that particular money, you take that 285, let's say that 285, and let's round it up to an even number so I can work with. You take that 285 that you were missing, and let's round it up to um, $300, and let's say you had a $300 car note, right? And off of your $36,000, guys, you are totally making your payment, and you're making your monthly payment off of this. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna do one step at a time because I don't have a chart and I don't want to confuse anybody, and I don't want to get myself tongue tied. So let's just go with the car note. We will deal with the house note, and we will deal with some other note, maybe like a student loan or something like that. Let's just concentrate on the car. People can relate to a car note, and people can relate to a $200 car note. And so say you have a $300 car note, okay? That's about the mean average. That people have a $300 car note, something we're close to, $250, $300, and you're making your $300 car note off of that little chunk that you had. Now think about it, and you have so much left to pay off. That little $300 car note plus the $300 that you guys got back from doing the income shifting, that's $600. So you take that 300, put that on that car note, and pay that car off sooner because you're doubling up on the payments. And once you double up on the payments, you can pay that thing off sooner, you know, and then that frees up. Say you on a good scenario, you were already paying $300, and then you were $300, and then $300 from taxes. The $300 that we're talking about were there, and now you're making $600 payments on that car. That car gets paid off sooner, and then once the car gets paid off, guess what? You have $600 each month at your disposal, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's cool. Okay, now let me backtrack before I go to the next scenario. Say you take that $300 and you combine it and you make $600 payments, and you're ahead on there. Therefore, when we talk to you about getting yourself in a different tax bracket, which is raising your money, you're getting the extra money, you're getting the extra 300, so you're putting your 300 and 300, making 600. At the same time, your car note is at some high interest rate of 15.3% or something like that, and you're like, oh my gosh, so that car note is high. So once you start paying it down and getting ahead, guess what? You can refinance that because you're making payments and you're paying things off. That's where we come into with the raising of your credit score. Once you raise your credit score, they can't do nothing but help you with that because you have a better credit score. We show you how to do that, and I will get into that in a minute. But with a better credit score, you will bring that car payment down and pay that thing off faster. I will get into the credit score thing in just a moment. Okay, we paid the car off. That was my scenario for the car. I'm going to try to leave the car alone for a moment, guys, so bear with me. So we have the car note paid off, so this is cool. We paid the car off, and now we're sitting there with $600 left. We're like, oh God, $600 left, okay. Now we come to another note that we had. It's like, oh my gosh, there might have been some student loans or something else that happened. Let's just give a scenario about student loans. A lot of people would have that. Say you're making a payment on student loans. You're doing a $600 payment or $500 payment on student loans, right? You've already were paying $300 on your car, and you were making, and now the car is paid off, and now your student loan, you're like, okay, cool, I can make that $600. Now I have $600. But wait. You were already making that $600 payment off of that old check, remember? And you didn't have anything left. You just made $600 payment. You made $600 payment. Follow me now. Your student loan is $600 or $600 a payment, okay, to pay it. You've paid the car off, which is $300. You had an extra $300. That makes $600 right here. You have $600 here just floating around, and you're already making this payment. You combine this $600 with that $600. That's $1,200 that you're paying off on that student loan. Guess what? That student loan gets paid off. And how cool is that? Now, think about this, guys. You've already paid the car off and you have 600 bucks. You've paid the student loan off. Now you're sitting pretty with 1,200 bucks. You following me? Are you liking the magic now? Are you feeling me with the magic now? Okay, now let's go to the biggie. You've paid that off. And think about if you had maybe like, let's just go an average mean of about a $200,000 home that you guys had, okay? I mean, that we'll put that out there, because not too many people, unless even the area where I'm at right now, these houses are ridiculous in price. Let's just try to do it on the average, because there's more people without money than people with money. So we'll say about a $200,000 home, right? And your house payment on a $200,000 home is about $1,200 a month, right? So your house payment is, and you took out your mortgage for about 30 years or something like that. And my math may not be all correct and everything, but I'm trying to give you a scenario with the freed up money. You already, before you had that extra money, you were already making a $1,200 house payment. Your household was. You were already making a $600 student loan payment, and you were already making a $300 car payment. Okay, car's paid off. That freed up $3, or now you have $6. Student loans paid off. That freed up $6, plus that $6. Now you have $1,200. Now you have the $1,200 mortgage payment. $1,200 mortgage payment plus $1,200. That's $2,400 on the mortgage payment. That house gets paid off in less time. It doesn't take 30 years. It might only take 15 years. It might get paid off a whole lot sooner depending on how much you paid down. Because with that sort of payment, I guarantee you it will get paid down faster. You want to know why? Because out of that $1,200 that you're making on that payment, you ready to get your heart broke? Not all of that goes towards the principal. A lot of that is interest. Out of that $1,200, $900 of that is interest. You're really only making $300 payment on the home. Shocker, huh? People don't know that, but I'm making my payment per month. You are, and that's where they get you. That's how come they finance that up for you, because you're paying interest on all that money. And I don't want to lose you. I'll give you my scenario after. So if only $300 of that is going to interest, $300 is only going towards principal, and the other $900 is going towards interest, you're going to be stuck for a long time. But if you double that payment up, so guess what? You've already made that, and then that payment is done, right? Now you made the $1,200 payment, and then it's done. It doesn't have time to gain interest. Guess what? You slap them with another $1,200. Instead of that, that's $1,200 towards the principal, plus your $300. That's $1,500 towards the principal. There's no interest, so that means boom, it's down. How about that? Each month it goes down. Instead of you only paying $300 on principal, you're paying $1,500 on the principal, and it goes down each month. That means that it is totally, you're totally going to pay this thing off a whole lot sooner. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, guys. It's like the power of this is amazing. I figured this out, and my dad taught me how to do this even before I got with this program, because I said, hold up, let me make this payment and then hit them with another payment real quick. And that's how I pay my cars off faster. They're like, man, you just made the car payment. You stupid, man. Let's go party. I'm like, no, I'm stupid because I'm going to have my car paid off sooner. And I did. Instead of a 5-year loan, I had my car paid off in 2. It was actually really cool to do that. There was a couple cars when I was fortunate enough in making 6 figures enough where I was actually go cars, paid cash and everything. And because I wanted the car right away, it was kind of stupid, but I wanted it right away and I did it. Can you guys imagine that? So you paid the home off sooner. I want you guys to think about this. Now, are you guys ready for this? This is how it makes it seem like when you're really wealthy. Think about this. You did have a $300 loan. $300 car loan. You paid that off because you had $300 extra dollars. That made it $600. Like, yay. You had a $600 student loan, right? You paid that off and you freed up $1,200. Yay. You had a $1,200 mortgage. You paid that off, and you had $1,200 to play with, so you combine the two. Now, guess what? You're sitting there with an extra $2,400 a month extra without even having to do anything, without even having to sell anything to anybody. That's your play money. That is your play money. Now, when I say play money, you can play the market. You can take a vacation if you want, but I want you to take a look at this before we get really excited about this. Think about all the things you're doing. Right now, I'm wearing Nike shoes, and these shoes cost me $124 to buy these Nike shoes. And of course, I have the Apple Watch, and we all know how expensive Apple Watches are. Levi's pants, and I forget who makes this shirt, but I got to get clothed, right? But here's what I'm saying. So let's think about top names that a lot of people want to do. They want to do Michael Kors. They want to do not Citizen, Bolivia, or what's the other one? Rolex, Rolly on my wrist. They want to do the Rolex, Rolly on my wrist. So they want to do a Rolex or something like that. But they want to spend all this money to make themselves look good. They want to have, oh my gosh, Hilfiger shirts and stuff like that. That's fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. If you want to treat yourself and reward yourself to that, that is totally fine when you have the money to. But think about this. Why don't you, when you go buy that Louis Vuitton bag or something like that, you can treat yourself to a bag. I'm not saying don't. Life is short, so do that. But why don't you think about taking some stock out in Louis Vuitton? You didn't already spent $300 or $400 in that bag, and I'm pretty sure stock for a Louis Vuitton is only probably under $100. And you got to think about that. You're not the only one buying a Louis bag. You buy one stock for $100 of Louis. Everyone else is buying Louis bags. That's making your money grow, and you didn't spent a small amount just to buy the stock, because everybody else is going to continue to buy that stuff. Buy stock in Nike. Buy stock in the stuff that you use. This is what I'm talking about. I'm wearing Nikes right now. It cost me $124. Stock for Nike is only about $50. But if I buy more of those $50 items, when the rush on these things go up, which is normally around September when kids go back to school or something like that, or during March Madness, people are all trying to run out and get shoes like this. It's one of those things. During the summertime, nobody really wants to buy jeans, but during the wintertime they do. So the thing is to buy stock now, so when the stock rises, you can cash out a little bit, and that's money for you. We want you to be able to cash out. Are you guys getting any of this? Yes, indeed. I want you to recalculate this. I want you to think about that. Everything that you buy, I don't care if it's hot sauce or anything like that, or if it's major watches brand or anything like that, I want you to make sure that you buy stock in that. That's where your stock options are. Think about what we use. Think about where we're at. And here's another tidbit. It can go up. And all it's going to do is line your pockets and make you a richer person. Okay? These are things that you can do that will help you out. These are the tips that we want you to do this. Also, when you come with our program, I'm pretty sure people are familiar with Price Club and Costco and things of that nature. We have what we call a cashback mall. Just as you would find deals at Costco and Price Club or one of the big box stores, or even something as Walmart. Walmart is nationwide, so I remember going back east and needed a shirt. I ran to Walmart. Why not take some stock in Walmart? Why not use our cashback mall? You already know what you're going to do. I want you to picture this scenario. You're waking up, and you're like, I'm waking up, and it's a weekend or a day that you don't have to go to work, and you're like, oh my gosh, I need this. Okay, dude, you're on the phone already. You're looking at your phone. Take time. If you have our system, you go to the Walmart, you go to the cashback mall, you tap Walmart. I need this item, this item, this item. Toiletries, socks, a plunger, a clothes hamper. Probably the people that are moving out or something, they want that are going to college or something. I need this, that, and the other. You're doing this while you're still in bed trying to wake up. Attach your credit card, you're done. You get up, you go through your morning routine, brush, brush, scrub, scrub, floss, floss, eat, eat, eat. By the time you even think about going to Walmart, it's already there in a package for you. All you do is walk in and go to the back room with that big ass orange sign that says pick up, and you're done. Hi, my name is JD Gorman. Oh, here's your package, sir. You only spent 2 or 3 minutes in Walmart and you're done, and all your shopping is done. Not only does it save time, it's convenient. You let the little minions do all the running. You are Gru, and this is Despicable Me, and you're letting all your minions do all the work for you while you sit back and relax in your bed, made your order, and you're done. It's that simple, guys. So I want you guys to think about this. Okay, you haven't thought about it. You guys need to come on board. Follow that link below. Click on there. Join me today. Message me that you want help. And I can't wait to see you get signed up on this. This is so easy. Anyone can do this. Okay? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, before I go, for those that are parents, if you have children that are at least 6 years or older, they become a tax write-off. Like, whoa, that's a lot to take in. Yes, a tax write-off. Instead of giving them an allowance, you can totally deduct them for helping. They could help you hit likes on the computer. They could help you drag and drop or pay something. They can totally help you dump trash from when you're shredding or something like that. Save your receipts. We have an app that when you save your receipt, you're sitting there, and the mileage that you took to go someplace, because when you become part of this program, you're going to get business cards, you're going to do stuff, you're going to be traveling. There are some things that you can slide with love, mark off as pleasure, but slide off and mark things as business, because you're going to be going somewhere, you're going to be talking to people. And did you know that even with this new expensive $1,000 phone that I have right here, that's a tax write-off too, because that's my tool to do business with. That's a tax write-off. I can write off certain parts of the minutes and things for that. So there's a lot of things you can write off, guys, and we have it in our program. We want to show you that. It's more than just credit repair. It's more than just income shifting. It's a lifestyle change. It is getting educated on how to do things that will totally work for you. And we don't want to leave you out. This is JD, and I'm hoping that I will see you on the next one. In fact, skip hoping. I know that I will see you, because I know you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. I know you're sick and tired of having to work so hard and not be appreciative of it, and not seeing anything back, being taxed to death, not getting any type of reward, and you feel that you're going under, but you're not. We are here to help you. All right? Just click that button below, and let's see you do it. It's just that simple. And basically, with me doing this, I got nothing else to do but have time to help you guys out and enjoy myself too. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the other side. Take care.